Good morning, TikTok. We are TikTok Live. We are at Mr. Tommy Wright's shop today. Do anything about this. So from there, we're going to go on. We got the cameraman setting up over here. And we got.
Hey, it's what they call a coupe. Back then you had either a coupe. It's got some goodies on the inside. It's got a seatboard that's been built.
His wife and they just like again. This is all actually a street car that he does run on and see what he likes to do. So I'm gonna set this camera down and we're gonna sit and have a discussion. Alright. Now since we've seen the car and stuff, we're just kind of gonna go over a few things. And what got you in the car hobby? Actually, let's discuss
Actually,
that.
my dad, when I was 6, 7 8 years old, I was just go for it. Go for this, go for that. And about the same amount of time, he was racing this same very car on the street back then or on the track, wherever you get a race. The B was.
It B was, yeah. And I will say, Mexico B. I don't know if I've seen that many people at Sykeston drag strip. There was more people at that street race than I've seen at the drag strip in many years. If you had some bottled water and hot dogs, you could have maybe killed them.
Yeah.
So it's a good show.
And we'll call this guy Jamie.
Jamie.
Yeah. We was at his house. It was his location. But it's always a good turnout there.
It was a good turnout.
The county told us, I said, don't get caught, don't let us catch you. And we got word later on that they was told not to mess with us. Let us do what we're doing. We've been going on for 10 plus years.
Right. And I've been there. These guys really run a good, safe race. It's not that they just show up to an empty street and run. They make sure everything is secure. They make sure no oncoming traffic. And the cars that I've seen there are really safe. I mean, as well as I do, anything can happen while you're racing.
It's your time, it's your time. If you can have a wreck, you can have a wreck. Whether you're on a track that's sanctioned or you're on the street, it's going to happen.
Let's talk about some of the guys you've raced with.
They all want to race this car. It ain't nothing special. It just works. The combination works really well.
That's what
90% of my races is won on the launch because I get so far ahead of them. They have to try to catch me in the pack. If it works for them, kudos. If not, you know what? You just got beat by 2 times.
And I have seen, I don't know which spot it was. I think it might have been, I can't remember. I'm just going to say Mexico. That I have seen a big time Camaro off in the ditch, come back up on the street and make a good pass. I've seen that. And I think
would be location A.
That'd be location A. And
there, on each side of the road, Mom's property, he keeps the ditches nice and mowed and a nice slant. They're not just deep, building drop offs. And that car in particular, it's on the tracks of 560, 570 cars.
yes.
He comes clean. We get a lot of cars from mile to line sold out there, both locations. They'll come out there, they always got to talk smack. Sometimes they get talked even more after they win. Sometimes, not so much. It goes in their favor. I win normally a little more than I lose.
That's a good thing if you win more than lose. The Pinto is just so, it's a four-banger. I have a four-banger. Me and Tommy, we are going to race. He's going to outrun me. I don't know if
every dog's got their day.
I don't know if it's going to get done this year because mine's still somewhere. We are gonna put automatic in it, so that may help. But you guys got a race coming up here really soon.
Yes, we do.
Can we talk about that?
Sure. You know, I always tell them we got a little page, and you know that's where we post our updates and location and whatever. You know, every race we go to that I host, it's drivers meeting first. You know, if you got to call out, you got to call out. You put money on, you put money on, and then you can draw from a chick from a bag. And then you know it's gonna be 1 versus 1, 2 versus 2, and so forth. And one of the chips will always have a letter R or L. That's the lane you get. And then you get to the talk about, well, I want this, or I want that. Normally, it's a heads-up race. Very rarely does anybody want to spot or the hit. You know, I got 3 lines painted. You do your work burn out, pull up, you can dry hop it, and I'll pull the guys through the line, and then at the other end we got another line. We got somebody down there filming, so if it's a close race, we can always see the video. And there's been days that we'd be out there for 4 or 5 hours racing. Then when it's really hot, it can get a little longer due to the cool down. So I try to get it, you know, the guys make their run, they come back, they go far, I get the next 2 up as quick as I can.
And hopefully, if he allows, we will be doing some filming. But I'm not gonna do any different guidelines because we have to be, I don't want to get him in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. So, and I talked to him a little bit before we started filming. I love street racing. He loves street racing. But street racing has evolved a long time ago before all these other guys really made it famous. I was 19 years old. He's telling the same thing. I was on Nash Road. Everybody knows where Nash Road is in Colorado, Missouri. That on Friday and Saturday night, that was the race spot. You know, so but we all love it. And I really give props to the guy that's really making money. But this is about people that have average jobs, average shops, that don't spend $90,000 on a motor. They use what they got. And it's just, that's what normal people like to see. And I tell you, you come to one of his races, you see some really fast cars. He can tell you, I've seen cars that I thought wouldn't even make a pass. And this Mustang being one of them, I'm going, well, it's just a little Mustang with 289, but when it hit pretty hard. So, what is the future for you in this car? What's the future for that?
If all goes according to plan, it's getting a new heartbeat and an even more upgraded, beefed up C4. I've already got new gears for it. We're going a lot lower. That's either going to hurt me or help me. We're going to get rid of the little 2610 with a 2018 and we're trying to get it up to where I can get it painted.
I understand.
But everything costs money.
Yes, sir. Would you like to talk about the motor a little bit?
Yeah, like I said, it's really a 289, even though it's 289 302, same motor, same block, same bore, different stroke. And I'm running the stroke with the 289. If I remember, I was 278. We worked 302 for 3 years. My older brother actually built this motor in '95. That's his first motor he ever built. It's been her heart. She's tired, but she's still got a little life left in her.
She has quite a bit of life. It's not, and it's like I talk to Tom quite a bit. It's not about, he don't pull this motor out every 2 or 3 months, put $8,000-9,000 in it. Usually the guys we know, they run until they blow up, and then they're looking for something else. But I'm glad to see it's still a Ford power plant.
It won't be anything but a 4-power plant. It will never get an LS. No.
I always say, and a lot of people agree, a lot of people don't. If it's a Ford, it needs a Ford. GM, need a GM. Mopar, you'll only see a Mopar motor in a Mopar. You won't see anything else. But it's just really, really nice to see these guys out doing what they do, you know, for the little amount of money we all have, including myself, it's just really great to see these guys out running. And like I said, if you would like to see some of his races, Tommy Wright, he's on Facebook. He has a group. Join his page, unless you're PD, and then just kind of move on. You know, I just really, I encourage you guys to always race, but be safe. You know, anything you'd like to add, Tommy?
You can never stress towards safety enough. I don't have a cage yet. With the new plant, with the power plant, I will have to have a cage. And it's not just because I have to have it by the rules, but it's for our safety.
Yes.
People can be in the spot. The last race I had was a month and a half, 2 months ago. The guy that called me out at the show said he sold his gear. But he's a damn cop. Anyways, so we had set in the trailer. Guy pulls up, says, "Get your car off there." He was on fixing to spank. You know, you got it to do.
You called out.
And he's like, "I got a 3 stroker." He said, "I got more than enough to cover you." All right. So I took him to the truck, opened the back door, and showed him the bottle. He's like, starts staring. Well, I just got all motor. Not my problem. You called me out. But we went to the car. I showed him the feed line. I said, "Here's the feed line. It does not have a bottle on it." I said, "I will not be spraying." He said, "Good. It'd be a good motor to motor." And me, you know, being a little bit cocky, I said, "No, I'm just going to let you know right here, right now, you're going to get beat by 289. And he was adamant that he had more than enough cover. And my boss, the one that's hiding over the corner over there, when I was getting the car ready and everything, she's like, "Man, he's getting on my nerves. He's talking so much smack." You know? I'm like, "Well, what's he saying?" And she told me, I'm like, "You know, baby, that's just part of racing. You're going to see it." I said, "Normally they do it to your face, but," I said, "it is what it is." And then we went out there, did my little water burn out, he did his, and when the time the flagger dropped his arms, I got him out of the hole, by about 2 cars, that's what I beat him by. So I'll race, win or lose, because if you beat me, what did you beat? You beat a 289. But when I beat you, you got beat by 289.
That's true. Are you gonna tug this along with the cage, or are you?
We're gonna meet each other.
I didn't know if you wanted to cut this up. He's had this car since he was 16.
This is my first car
So-
that I ever had. It's actually been in my family since 1972. I have the paperwork where my uncle bought it from Butchuck Ford, but then it wasn't Butchuck Ford. It was Motor City. So, I mean, it went from my uncle to my dad to me, my little brother, and then back to me. So,
This car's been in his family since 72.
before I was born.
So, I forget you guys are a lot younger than me. I'm old, but
I'm not far behind you.
I'm just not. This is another reason why I haven't cut up the Pinto yet. That car just has a lot of value to me. So mine will still always be on street radials, whatever they call them. I will never cut it up. But like he said, safety is first. If I have to spin and I'm sideways, I'm gonna let out of it. I don't want to hurt him, any other racer, or tear my car up. I'm like him. I want to hold my family up. That's the thing. You want to have fun, but you got your family. So, with that being said, I'd like to thank him for letting us have this opportunity. And if you guys would like to be on this program, Drive Stop USA is what we're calling this. We're just doing our own filming, and hopefully this will pan out. And like I said, you can get a hold of Teresa, Brandon, or me. We all have Facebook pages and stuff. Or Sucker Punch Pinto, we have that. And we also have a YouTube channel you guys can follow. Tommy Wright, he's got Facebook. You guys want to ask for a race?
Facebook, I got TikTok, and I'm also on YouTube.
I didn't know he had TikTok. Everybody has TikTok. So look him up. They put on some fabulous races. out in the middle of Mexico. That's all I can say. It's beautiful country out there. So thank you guys for joining. I appreciate you, appreciate you letting us do this. His wife for letting us do it. I really appreciate it very much. And that's all for this session. Thank you guys. Man, thank you very much. I appreciate it so much. And, you know, so work, Brandon, thank you. I appreciate it. Let me get all this stuff here, turn